Hello to all my beautiful knights and queens of the world. You already know who it is. It's Mr. Royal Diamond, aka Mr.RoyalNieves, coming back at you with another phenomenal video. So let's get into it. So this topic is dear to me because of the understanding God gave me years later. So my topic is God collects the pieces. So let's get into it. There was a point in my life, in my early teens, when I was around 18 or 19, when, how do I say it, when it came to like true love, when it came to feeling all these things for somebody else, and when what you call that, because me, I was always like, just like, I guess you could say innocent thinking, always the purity and the beautifulness and stuff like that. So I didn't really know what love was. I didn't know, self-love, love for others. I just knew what God has taught me, what I learned, and vowing to be the difference in the world because I know what it is to feel a lot of things and a lot of darkness and a lot of struggles and fights and a lot of things a lot of people don't know, So, and this is why, sorry. I'm bugging, but this is why when I talk about it, it makes me emotional because God is so faithful and He loves you. Like, if I can only just show you, it will blow your mind. So basically, I was at a point in my life, and when it came to the topic of falling in love and true love and all these things, and not only for like a person, but because of that, what that person told me, and what I went through. Years later, God revealed to me why that was necessary. So listen to what I'm telling you. So there was this person I fell in love with a long time ago. So when it was fresh, and I was just, me innocent thinking like, oh, we're gonna hang out, because I understood, that maybe it was not like a possibility. This is like old belief system. So let me just clarify that. Believing like, oh, it's not meant to be, or whatever the case may be, right? And when this person told me, because I was like, oh, when are we gonna hang out, right? Until this day, glory, hallelujah to God and Jesus, because my God. Anywho, so basically there was like, I was like, oh, when are we gonna hang out, And then that person was like, oh, like, because I was like, oh, can we hang out today? Can we hang out tomorrow? So basically, that person was like, no, like, that person doesn't want to hang out with me at all, but still talk to me on the phone. It was like this weird thing, I really didn't understand back then, because I was like, we're growing up, we're learning different things and people and other, So, but not only that, but like everything else I was dealing with, like, how you still holding up, and you feel like you're falling apart in the inside. You felt like it was literally God that kept me, like my other video, that kept every inch of me, every part of me, my sanity, my mental, my reality, my everything. And when I mean everything, every inch about me, But when that person said that, I literally seen my heart, like all of me, fall, like shattered. It's like when you throw a rock at a window and it shatters into a quadrillion pieces it's like there's beyond repair, basically. And at that moment, I was shattered. I was just like, like words couldn't even come out of my mouth because the pain, the disappointment, the why, and what did I do wrong, and all that stuff that we deal with, that we go through in life, and there's a lot of things that people don't even begin to admit to themselves. But when I got older, and I'm talking about, this is like maybe, okay, it's been a year now. It's been maybe like 2 years ago. Around this, it's around the time of the pandemic. When it started, maybe like a couple months after that. And so what I was saying, so it was something around that, because sometimes God will give you so much understanding from a lot of things you went through all in one shot, that all that you went through, it's just like poof, gone. Like it has no effect on you anymore. How powerful God is. So He revealed to me, that when those pieces was falling apart, like my heart, like all of me, shattered into quadrillions of pieces, like, and me just watching, like, like visually, it's just like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a spiritual thing, watching my heart, all of me shattered into pieces, just falling, and I'm just like, you know, God revealed to me that he was picking up the pieces. It's crazy because it's like, you don't know, until you go through it. You went through it, and when you thought it was like, that's why you're not defined by nothing in this world but by God and who He is. This is what I mean. And He showed me, he picked up all those pieces, just like, he just one by one, picked them up. So he picked them up, one by one, and he put them in his hand, and he was just like that, and it's like, it's not over, it's not, it's not over. So it's just like he picked them up, he was showing me, and this is years later, he was like, he picked them up, and he brought them together and made something new. You know what I'm telling you? So he took what was broken and shattered beyond repair, and he made something even greater, even more beautiful, even more stronger, more resilient, more powerful than what was. You get what I'm saying? Because he basically was telling me, I had to break you, I had to shatter every inch of you so I could rebuild you and mold you into the person I created you to be. Not what this world, not what people tell you, not what they told you or how they treated you. I'm the one that made you. Nobody else. Nobody has no power or dominion over you but me. You understand what I'm telling you? So and for me, not knowing my worth, my truth, my value, the fact that God, who didn't have to do nothing, for me, He's just like, piece by piece, and just, it made something new. And the joy I feel now, the peace that I feel now, it's in comparison. You know what I'm saying? Like, that pain, it doesn't stand near the peace that God gave me, and the understanding and the strength, because He's like, I made you and I will remake you. You know what I'm saying? So He made me that much better. And not only that, He taught me what true love is. He taught me what tenderness is. He taught me what compassion is. He taught me what mercy is. He taught me what forgiveness is. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, no matter the pain you're going through or whatever you've been through in your life, no matter what it may be, no matter what you have done, no matter what the world says, God is collecting those pieces. God is reshaping and molding you. He will take what you thought wasn't useful and create a purpose out of it. You understand what I'm telling you? So this is why I encourage you to have God in your life, because if you don't have God and you go through those moments, people end up being lost to the enemy, to the world. They don't come back from those things until they find God again. You understand what I'm telling you? So this is what I mean, and I'm telling you, pain unbearable, sleepless nights, crying beyond like super dry eyes. You get what I'm saying? Overcoming what you thought was not gonna happen. Whew, you know what I'm saying? But He did it. He did it for me because He loved me. He is doing it for you because He loves you. And like I said, God will never, ever, ever leave you, forsake you, fail you or just like whatever. Never. He will still chase after you. He will still have your back. He will still love you because he is the definition of what true love is. He's the epiphany of the word itself. He is love. So I encourage all of you, to keep fighting, keep going, keep praying, keep worshiping, because it's like God is just taking the old you. It's just like, no, this don't belong here. No, this is not who you are. This is not your identity. This is not your truth. This is not, no, that's a lie. No, it doesn't come here. No, in all areas of your life. And he grabs it and just do his thing. And new, self-worth, love, healing, truth, new identity, new growth, faithfulness, loyalness, compassionate, understanding, patience, grace, mercy, favor, blessing. It's just, he's coming at you left and right with blessings and things that you can't even begin to catch, things you can't begin to understand. He shows you what his love can do. And so much more. And that's just me just understanding this now. I can't comprehend the depths and vast of his love, and I can only imagine, because if it means this much to me now after all that I've been through, I can only imagine how deeper it goes. You get what I'm saying? That's why he fights for you. That's why he called you a winner, a victorious believer, a winner, a conqueror. You are the head and not the tail. You are beloved. You are above and not beneath. God's blessings will chase you and overtake you. They will tackle you. They will find you. God's spirit will nurture you. He would protect you from harm, protect you from the things that people try to throw at you, or the enemy try to come after you, and all these things. He does it because he loves you. This is what I mean. God collects all those pieces. Every single one. So when you think that you lost, you have it. When you think you thought you missed out, you have it. Because sometimes you will go through a lot, so you can see, understand, and value and appreciate all that God made you to be, and the type of love, the type of person you are. So he's not going to allow you to be with just any average person. He's not going to allow you with people who can't appreciate or respect or even help build that to the next level. You understand what I'm telling you? And that's the key why a lot of people go through a lot of things in life, especially relationship-wise, dealing with the wrong people, opening up their legs to the wrong people, thinking they're finding love when it's not real love, and doing the most, and people using people, and all this delusion and craziness and all this lies. Because once he demonstrates and reveals to you your truth, your worth, how he made you, you will carry yourself better. So when the same things try to come back around, you be like, I'm all set. No, thank you. No, I'm all set. Nah, you're not trying to grow. You're not trying. What? Oh, nah, I'm all set. Thank you. No, that's not who I am. That's not what I want. Know your worth. Know your stance. God collects all those pieces and makes it beautiful. It's like he put it back. And then a brand new you. And then people wonder why. They be like, they can't even touch you. They can't hurt you. Their words can't make you bleed, can't make you cry. You don't need them in your life because God is all that you need and so much more. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to walk with that confidence, like you're the one missing out, not me. Period. End of the day. Exclamation point. Comma. Can I get an amen? You know what I'm telling you? Sometimes when you realize your worth, you'll be like, nah, they're the one missing out because I know my worth. I know my truth. I know what I bring to the table. And I'm not moving till I get what I want. And if what I'm bringing is not being respected, I'm going like that, like the wind. Poof, see you. You never knew me. You never see me. And that's the end of a rap. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes you have to be like that. Because you can't keep tolerating the buffoonery that people try to put a wall over your eye. You can't fool someone who's woke. You can't fool someone who walks with God. You can't fool someone who's walking in the right direction. It's just period, because God is already letting you know beforehand. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not saying to be mean or to be vengeful, none of that. But knowing how to carry yourself in situations, knowing how to respond and act. So That's what I mean. Like, and this topic came to me because it was another song. It was like a gospel song, and then because I was asking God, like, I need your help with topic, and then these words came to me, you know, and it remind me of what I've been through, what I went through, and I know that's what a lot of people go through, regardless of how much makeup they're trying to cover that pain, how much body work they're trying to do, how much surgery they're trying to get done, how much cosmetics they're trying to get done, how much they're trying to be like everybody else but themselves trying to get done. You know, they do all of that just to cover the real truth. That's why you need to go to God and give him your all. Just wah, just right there. I'm right there on his hands, on his feet, like I'm right here. All yours. Do as you must, do as you wish. You know, it's your will, not mine. I belong to you. My life belongs to you because you gave me this life. You created me. It's a gift. He lent me this life, to prepare me for a better life, for a better internal life. You get what I'm saying? So you have to go through certain things to redefine and reprocess you so you can become a better you. So it doesn't matter. Once you know the love for yourself, the love for God, a lot of things just don't matter anymore because you are beyond beautiful. You're beyond touchable. Pain cannot define you. People's words cannot define you. The world cannot define who God created you to be. And that's just period. That's point blank period. So whatever delusion people might be dealing with, whatever chaos you might be dealing with, whatever lies you're telling yourself, God still loves you and he will help you get through whatever it is so you don't feel like you have to become someone he did not create you to be. You can't go against God ordained things. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of revelation he gave me, a lot of wisdom, understanding he gave me, even through the depths of my pain, that just made me a more better me, a more tender me, a more loving me, a more stronger me, a more compassionate me, a more patient me. You understand what I'm telling you? So, just like how Jesus came and all he wanted to do was just love, help people, heal people, rise people, and people mocked him and hurt him and killed him, and my God, it's the most craziest thing. It's like someone trying to love you and you end up killing them for what? Because and then it's like the very thing you wanted you destroyed because you really felt that it was not a possibility for you, because it was hard for you to trust, believe, and have faith. And with that, I end my video. Like I say in all my videos, I love you. God bless you. Comment, like, and subscribe. Share. You are beautiful. You are worth it. He loves you beyond compare. And remember to take the world by storm, and also know no matter what you go through in your life, God is collecting those pieces because he made you, and he will remake you into the masterpiece he made you to be. But until my next one, boom, 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 peace.